I just manifested $11,000 with ChatGPT, and trust me, I did not see this coming. So, I'm going to share with you the exact prompt that I used to do that, along with the profound lesson that this taught me about manifestation. So, keep watching because this could be your shot at manifesting what you want as well. So, I asked ChatGPT to answer questions from the perspective of the manifestation coach Neville Goddard. And what happened next was again truly mind blowing. I asked it a question, something along the lines of, "Hey Neville, it's my intention to manifest $11,000. What advice do you have for me?" And the information that it gave back to me is a lot of what you would expect to see inside of Neville Goddard's book, Living in the End, Feeling and Acting as If, all of these kinds of major points that he speaks about in his books. But I then had ideas that I wanted to get clarification on because I think I understood these concepts of living in the end and acting as if, but there were certain aspects of it that I just wasn't sure about. So I asked it, and I asked it like, well, Neville, I have all of these opportunities available to me right now that I'm already aware of to make $11,000. I already know that I could sell X, Y, and Z things, that I already have this much money available in my bank account and, X, Y, other information. But does all of that even really count, or is that kind of just cheating when it comes to manifestation? And the response that it gave me was truly mind blowing here. So, this is what my actual conversation with ChatGPT looked like. I put in the prompt just as I had mentioned to you, "Can you answer questions for the perspective of Neville Goddard, the famous manifestation coach?" And it said yes. And I asked it to confirm, "How's it going, Neville?" "Ah, my friend. All is as it should be, for creation is finished. The only question is, what are you imagining right now? For as you assume, so shall you experience. Tell me, what reality are you choosing to dwell in today?" If that doesn't make you feel like you're tapping into something that's just amazing, especially if you're interested in manifestation and in Neville Goddard, then I don't know what to tell you, but the conversation gets even more crazy. "I intend to manifest $10,000 in the next 7 days. What advice do you have for me?" "Ah, my friend, you must remember, imagination is the only reality. If you desire $10,000 in the next 7 days, you must assume the feeling of already having it now. And so here's what you must do." Now, it goes off and it gives me like the major talking points of what he covers in his books. Enter the state of the wish fulfilled. Create a scene that implies fulfillment. Live from the end. And so, again, this is whenever the question comes to my mind, well, the honest truth is I know right now that I already have opportunities available to me to manifest the things that I want. But, I mean, isn't manifestation supposed to act in a way where I'm going to have new things that I wasn't already aware of come to my awareness and, kind of just act in that magical kind of way? I mentioned it. I said, would it count if there were already ways in which I could get $10,000 that I'm aware of and that I just may not necessarily would have wanted to pursue? Or is it that the essence of what is manifestation, what the manifestation process is to become the person who has what it is that I want without regarding the irrelevant details of what life would look like as the version of myself who has that money in their hands? And here's the mind blowing part. The first sentence that Neville responds with is, "Ah, now you are beginning to understand the essence of the law. Creation is finished. Every possible way of receiving $10,000 already exists. The only thing required is for you to occupy the state of the version of yourself who already has it." Now, you mentioned that there are ways to receive this money that you may not have wanted to pursue. Ask yourself, are these limitations coming from my old self concept? The truth is, when you fully assume the state of being someone who has $10,000, the means by which it comes to you will be a natural outpicturing of your consciousness. The real question is, who are you being? This process is not about chasing a particular opportunity or resisting a path. It is about becoming the person for whom having $10,000 is natural. When you truly embody that identity, the way it comes will either align perfectly with your desires and values or transform your perception so that what once seemed undesirable now feels like an effortless, obvious step. Now, there were many profound lessons that I learned through this experience. Firstly, it allowed me to check my understanding of manifestation so that now I'm much more confident about the process that I'm following. Secondly, it freed my mind and allowed me to feel much more confident within this process so that I can pursue the things that I once thought maybe were or maybe weren't actually possible for me to create into my life. And through this process, now that I have a much more clear understanding of how manifestation works, it's helped me to understand it much more like a science rather than a mystery. And now that the greatest manifestation teachers are sharing their habits and the actions they're taking that are helping them manifest the things that they want, it's becoming even more clear to me now than ever. And if you'd like to know more about what exactly the top manifestation teachers are sharing is helpful to them, watch this video right here. Like this video if you enjoyed watching, and subscribe to see more videos like this one. Thank you so much for watching, and until the next one, I love you all. Peace.